So hi team, let's just go through the look and feel of the Transact ERP. I'll just run you through the whole product in like just a less than a 2-minute video. Um, so this is how when you log into the Transact it looks like, and on the left hand side you will get all the options. So the key options being one is transactions. So transactions is the starting point. For example, you get an order from a client, so you book a order confirmation here, or if you want to issue a purchase order to a vendor, again this is the starting point, you issue a purchase order. Or once your finished good is ready and if you want to send it out, this is where you click and make an invoice as well. So this is the starting point of things. And once you have a transaction, like let's say this is an order confirmation, so you can even go and take further actions from the right hand side. So those options are there. So this is transactions. Now comes quotations, is for the sales team to issue quotations. All documents is basically all the documents that is issued. You can see, you can have a complete table view of these things, and once you click on them you will have an expanded view. Payments is for accounts team to monitor the payments coming or not. Inventory is another key thing. This is one of the most important features that we are looking at. So in inventory you get to see the entire inventory of whatever items you have added and the stock. So you have an SKU ID, you have a name, then you have an item category, and then current stock, then the unit of measure. What is the default pricing? This is the default pricing. Now what is the stock status? So it depends on, like, we can define what is the minimum stock level and maximum stock level when you're adding an item in. So let's just say, if you want to say that polyfiber, for example, minimum stock is 200 kilos and maximum stock is 1000 kilos, and if the current stock is 500, then it will mention, the stock status will mention its optimum stock. Otherwise stock status will warn us if it is a low stock or if it's overstocked. So this is how the inventory looks like. And you can, just by clicking on these are basic operations that is available. You want to add a new item and all that, this is basic stuff. Now another key thing is inventory approvals. You can see a tab here. This is for the inventory team to approve request when production team requests for a material for production. So or if a finished good is ready, again it comes under the inventory. It becomes an inventory ready. Final finished goods is also an inventory, so it comes under the inventory team. And once it is done, automatically it is sent for approval. Once it is approved, the stock changes. For example, material allotment is if a production team requests the materials, a request will come and it can be seen here. And once the inventory team approves it, that's when the stock gets reduced from the inventory and it goes to the WIP floor. Then this is the production module. In production module there are two things. One is bill of materials. The entire bill of materials you can see here. You can go and understand for making one product what is the raw material required. So this is the bill of materials, and then there is a production control center where we can launch processes, we can initiate processes and start production. So this is the window for that. And then this is another key feature, resource planning. So resource planning is when you want to actually plan if you have all the materials required for production. So it can be done using like order confirmation at different levels, order confirmation levels. Like if you want to pick up one order confirmation and see if that order can be completely executed, you just have to go through this. Or process details, as in, say for example, if you have created a process with multiple SKUs for manufacturing, and if you want to actually see if we have all the materials for completing that process, so that is process level. Or finished good level, you can just mention one particular finished good and you can say that so many quantities I have to make, and the system will tell you if it is possible with the current stock. So this is a very key feature. We'll be using it rigorously on the coming days. This is buyers and suppliers, where you can see all our vendors and customers. Again, these are approval rules. We can ignore that for now. Another key feature, business intelligence. This gives us a lot of data on how different departments is performing, how our sales is doing, all information that is required. And same reports is another detailed reports of different departments, like how different things are happening. It can be like every single module will give you a lot of information. Inventory will give you, sales will give you another bunch of information. So reports is another key feature we'll be using rigorously. Then e-way bill integration is there, so that the accounts team will be taking care of. And then you have your basic settings and other. If you click on explore all features, and if you want to understand more about any of this particular features, you can just click on them, and Tranzact itself gives you a detailed um, uh, tutorial videos for it, so you can go through them if there's a confusion. So this is how the whole thing is laid out. And now as we go through each modules, we'll go through one workflow in completion, so that will give you a fair idea of how things are bundled together.